Hello everybody, today I'm doing the valid anagram problem on LeetCode, and let's see. So what it is we're getting, we're given two strings s and t, and we're gonna return true if it's an anagram, if t is an anagram of s, or vice versa I guess, and then false otherwise. So then we can see here that rat and car are not anagrams because they do not include the same letters, and we just know that they're all lowercase letters too. So I think our easiest case would be if the two strings are different. But here we go. Before we think about cases, I think about what this problem entails. Okay, so because we're giving two strings s and t, my first initial idea would be, and we're comparing if there is if s contains t, pretty much. I know C++ does have a thing in the STL for permutations. So then what one solution would be if we can get every permutation of s and see if it's a permutation of t, or if that permutation of s will be the permutations of t, and then that will be correct. But then that will take at least, or the worst case will be n factorial. So instead of that, we can use a hash map, I'm pretty sure. And for this hash map, we create two hash maps, and then we can compare each of them in the C++ language just by the equal operator. And then if the two things are the same, and then for the hash maps, we'll have the key would be the letter, and then from the letter we can take and then from the letter we can do, and then the value will be how many times we actually seen it. So then we increment the value by how many times we've seen that letter in the word. And then if we do that for both t and s, then that would also, or that would be still in constant time, or not constant time, linear time, but I'll take the space and time complexity of n plus s, or s plus t for space complexity and time. Okay. Do we need to type that out? Probably not. If I ever get confused, then I should. But, okay. Okay. So here we go. So we're gonna get std unordered map of a. So we're gonna get input a char and input an int. Okay, char and an int of a map of s, or scene bind bound scene s, std unordered map of char, because we're inputting the character as the value, and int of scene t. Okay, and now we have to, let's start with the base case of if the length of the two strings are different. If, I think that's really the easiest. If length, what is length again? Sorry. If std ss size of s does not equal std ss size of t, then we can return false. Okay, so that just leave that pretty easily, and return true for everything else. And then we can even make our own case right now, and we just do this, and then we'll run it, and this case should be true and everything else should be false, or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Okay, our next case would be actually adding the characters into s and into t. And what this really can do for range map instead, because I think for auto here we're taking the reference of the string because, or the character, because it is quite expensive to do that. Oh wait, can I even do that? Because this is a string. Let's test it out because let's just do a quick print statement. Works. Let's run this and see if it works. Yeah, okay. It's okay. For int I of 0 while I less than the length size of s plus hello size as static underscore cast, I'm pretty sure. I'll just make this an int before we get any issues. Okay, for I, okay, then if, and then we need to see if it's in the map. If s, actually let's see, found, we're gonna just do found, and auto found will equal scene s dot find s I, oh, did not mean to do that. Oops, I don't know. Oh my god. Shoot, I did not want that either. Replace? I don't want to go to replace. Insert. Oh my god. Oh. Hello? Okay, insert. Sorry about that. We've seen it in what is replace mode? I have never been in replace mode. Sorry about that. Okay, so then we see this, and then if auto, if found will not equal. Okay, actually, let's think. What are we actually doing now? Okay. So then we're looping in this, and then if it's seen, well, auto will be seen, and then if auto, and then if it was not found equal the beginning map dot end scene s dot end. If it's not found in that, then what we can do is we can set this then. We can set this unordered map. So then scene s of I, or of the character, sorry, of the character will be s of I scene I will equal plus equals 1, because now we're saying that hopefully it initializes a variable of 0, and if it doesn't, then I'm screwed. I'm not quite sure if the syntaxes work like that, and if it doesn't, then actually, hopefully it does. And then else, but if it's not in there, then we will include it in there. Else scene s initializing of 0. Okay. And then let's see if this runs. I don't know if that syntax is correct. Oop. Oh yeah, okay, so then it is good for now. And then what we can do now is if we just copy this and then paste it again, and then we turn everything but for size S for teen, size S for T instead. T T T T. Hello? Where am I actually? Ooh. Oh wait, I get over there. XIT back E. Oh. E XIT. Oh. Back. Okay, and now my 2 hash maps should be correct. And then afterwards we're gonna check if scene S equals scene T, then we'll actually we'll return true, else, and then if that is not true, then we'll return false. Oh, I didn't think it'll work like that, not gonna lie. So we have A and B, and we got return true. Okay. And I'm guessing the other one would be also similar to this. So then why do you think this is happening? One quick thing we can really do is print each value that prints out of I mean, we're gonna see what's in T and what's in. How do you print out of an unordered map? For insert item this for sets unordered map. Okay, let's see. Let's read this real quick. Print cdnl print. Okay. So we can print it by just doing dot first, dot second. Okay. We can just print both lists, I guess. I'm gonna stop doing that. Scene, because why would it do this though? I'm scared that what's happening is because of B and A. We'll just print it out real quick. For model index and scene S. First. Yeah, that looks pretty much right. Yeah. Use test case. I don't care about this really. I will run it. And that's kind of sad. There's no first member in. Oh, index. Shoot. Never mind. I have to do 2 of them again. So sad. There's something wrong with my logic here. Scene TT what's happening is if there's extra if not found. Oh, because this is not found. If it's not found, we're just incrementing by 1, but we actually want it to do this actually. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, there we go. Now we take this one instead and put them here. Okay, and now everything's wrong. What is it? Actually, it's because I need to do both of them, I'm pretty sure. Wait, if it's false. No. Wait. +1. Wait, what did I even do? Did I even change it? I don't think I changed it. Oh, that's actually embarrassing. Okay, submit. Run. Oopsies. It's just silly things like that. I always mess up. Why is it so bad though? Okay, and now let's see what other people did. Cause maybe my code's pretty. Oh, actually, I think it's because of this. Yeah, there we go. It looks more. Actually, I don't know why it doesn't add it multiple times. Oh, because the first one initialized with 0, so it's always gonna be 1 minus. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and how long did it take me? It took me 18 minutes to do that, which is not the greatest, but it's my first time seeing it. Maybe. Probably the first time doing it in like a year, probably. So, let's see if I actually did it the best. I know neetcode does it. Neetcode.io. So then let's just compare our 2 codes real quick. Wait. Neetcode practice. And then let's see. Hopefully you don't see this. Oh. Okay. It's because before I thought it was if it's the reverse word, so then that was solutions. Using a hash table and an array. Oh, I could have done it at the same time. right? Wait. Count. Oh wait, no. Okay, so what they're doing is they also initialize two unordered maps. And then for I, for the length of S, I guess I'll need to cast two if I use the length. Okay, I plus plus. Count S of I plus plus. Oh, I can just do that instead. So what is this doing is it takes the character and we're incrementing it by 1, so I guess the value because we're doing plus plus on the whole thing instead, because what I'm doing instead is I'm just incrementing it here by 1 if we've seen it. We're doing 2 else. I mean 2 instead of just the 1. And I'm doing 2 for loops too. Oh, I mean, I think for 2 for loops in this it will be the same thing, but mine just takes more, correct? Because it's both, yeah, n plus m, because